you do? What do you do when you're hungry? When you grab the wrong stuff, but you still want to eat? Like I grabbed my cans, but I don't got a can opener. So we gonna kind of just work this out somehow, some way. Got my plates. What we gonna do here is I'm gonna go ahead, grab some plates. I got some Vienna sausages over here, y'all. I'm tasting it. And what I'm tasting is that, you know, it kind of gives a flavor of lunch meat. So that's what I'm about to do. So, I'm gonna open up this mayo. You gotta make it work, make it work. Later on, we can have our tuna sandwiches. But for now, I gotta do something about this. Because I'm hungry. And as you can hear, his noodles just got done, and we're about to switch over to that. Okay, so I got some more forks. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and wet my hands a little bit right here. Because I didn't wash my hands, unfortunately. What we're gonna do is we're gonna grab one of these forks. This little thing right here. And we're gonna grab one of these Vienna sausages. And we're gonna cut them up just like this. You know, I really want to just mash them up. There we go. There we go. Mash them up. So y'all can see what I just did. Cause it's a struggle, for real. Mash that up, just like them little luncheon things that you have it in the cans. You know, mash that up, throw that on that sandwich. You know, improvise. I really want to eat another one of these. They so good. Okay. So I'm gonna throw a little bit more mayo on that, just like that. I'm gonna go ahead and close that up. Y'all got my pickle on the side. I have some chips. So let's grab his stuff out the microwave real quick. Exactly what we got going on here. All right, so okay, they smell like noodles. Hold up, we gotta drain it. You know, a lot of people like their noodles, a whole bunch of water with their noodles. I don't know about y'all, but I love the flavor of my noodles. I gotta taste the flavor of everything. I don't like nothing drowning it out. And they like, eat it, anime. You gonna eat these noodles. See how they making noodles work nowadays? That make you question, like, what's the significance of these noodles? Why you want me to eat them so bad? They're making them work. You like macaroni and cheese? Okay, I'm gonna make some macaroni and cheese noodles for you. My son loves macaroni and cheese. At least he used to. So yeah, look at these macaroni and cheese noodles, y'all. And I'm not gonna be the taster for y'all. He's gonna be a taster. Let me tell y'all how you like them. And the noodles, the way the noodles is, it's not Roman noodles. It's like kind of like macaroni noodles in a way. Just not chopped up like macaronis are. Like macaroni is, but these is like flat noodles. So yeah, that's what you're about to eat. Yeah, we'll put it in your plate. He being bougie. He don't want to eat it off the bowl. He want to eat it in the plate. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to save this bowl. Don't save this bowl. Because that's what you do when you ain't got no utensils. You save whatever you buy and use it until, you know, you're done using it. We're going to wash that. We're going to save that. Okay, so y'all, let's taste it. Let's taste it. What is it tasting like? Maybe I shouldn't have put mayo on it. Some tell me it would have been better without mayo because I feel like mayo just drowned out the flavor of the Vienna sausages, and I'm one that like Vienna sausages. But yeah. Tastes like bologna sandwich. You can taste the salt. The salt is there. You can't really taste the Vienna sausage. Just like a bologna sandwich. I got my pickle right here. I don't know if I'm gonna use my pickle. I'm gonna say my pickle for my tuna sandwich because I like pickles in my tuna sandwiches. Look over here. Start with my onion chips. Now I'm tasting that Vienna sausage. Ain't the best breakfast, y'all. If I had some cheese, put some cheese on it. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh yeah, that's just what it is. I'll talk to y'all in a minute.
Pineapple.
I'm gonna get me full at the end of the day. And then I got these snacks back here.
Stop up. What's this? Asher, what's that?
I'm gonna taste one without the mayo.
Asher, what's that?
What is it?
What's that?
I'm gonna do one without the mayo. Just because I like to be full, but at the same time, I like to be satisfied with my fullness.
Asher, this what? Asher, this what?
That's yours. I don't know whose that is. It's probably Ari's. I don't know.
This what?
I'll try this.
This what? Can I get this?
The rest of my Vienna sausages. Okay. Try with the bread. No mayo. Bread don't go with everything, y'all. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. And just better because drying out the flavor of the peanut sausages. Even though I like peanut sausages, I do. It's this. Some stuff you gotta drown out that flavor. And you can't. I like peanut sausages by itself.
Just yours.
And that's probably the only way I like it. So yeah, y'all. I'm not going about my day. Lunch right now was not well. We're gonna try something. And for dinner, like I said, we have tuna sandwiches. Looking forward to that. Without the egg, because I got my pot. We might go to the storage unit. Waiting for his bed to come. It'll be here in a few hours. Later on, I gotta go to his school. Probably tomorrow.
Open, please.
We're gonna go to his school. And we're gonna get him transportation for the bus. We're gonna get him bus transportation. Because we far out. But I like his school. And I want him to stay at that school. I want him to stay at that school. But if they don't have transportation or they can't get bus, because I haven't seen no buses pulling up there. So maybe they don't get buses. There's a lot of cars that pull up more than buses. So if that school don't have transportation, I'm not going to have any other choice but to take him out of the school. But I do know, well, yeah. Because I'm not in the shelter no more. But if I was in the shelter still, I can call Project Rise. I think I still need help. But if I can call Project Rise and tell them that he can get transportation now, maybe they'll help him. Because I don't know when they stop helping me. I can call them. But I did hear there's a school right over here, not too far, probably a 10-minute walk. I'm gonna have to look up that. But yeah, that's the update. And I'll talk to y'all next time. Like, comment, subscribe, notify, share, join, what, so you care. Oh, you know, I'm still haven't figured out storage, but it really is at this point. It's time for a wash. I'm going to turn this light on. Here we go. Okay. First, what you want to do is apply the shampoo and rub that through. The shampoo that I'm using is VO5. This one girl was like, Boz. I was like, do that look like a video? It's VO5. Or she said Nas or something like that. So this might not be the one that I use. I thought it was not. I think it was N05. But this is for all hair types, normal, and it has biotin in it. It has plus 5 vitamins and oils. Try to get awesome. Anything with biotin is good because biotin is a vitamin for skin, hair, nails, but most likely skin. It nourishes your skin, so vitamin to nourish and nurture your skin. So definitely go for those types of shampoos. If it has Olay in better, if it has Olay in it, that's even better because Olay is a healing plant. So those two together just work wonders. eyelashes came off. They needed a little rinse anyway. There was too much glue on it. I've been washing my hair for more than 5 minutes. Hey, my clips. I have a lot of bios in here. But we're gonna go ahead and start doing clips. Rice water bios in. Look at my hair. Like, I literally got some hair on here. So I'm gonna just go ahead and apply that to my edges. Apply that to the back of my head. I really want to do a freaking ponytail. That's what I want to do. Should I do a ponytail? So good. Brush that in. Apply it to your edges and brush it in. So get all through it. Through your hair. Sheep oil, aloe vera, super grow, hair wax stick mixture. It's mega hold rice water biotin. Like, I don't even care that I didn't even know it said extra grow on here. It said super grow. I didn't even know it had super grow on here. I just went by. I don't look at that stuff. I look at what it has inside of it. That's my go-to. And then that's just icing on the cake that it say super grow. Of course it's going to grow because it has a lot of the main ingredients in it for your hair to grow. And the fact that it's only beeswax and it's not anything extra in it. But because when you get beeswax, you just get beeswax. Like, beeswax is beeswax. It's conditions. The original beeswax, it conditions. Like, it's the most healthiest product. So then you add that to this. Oh yeah, I need to get y'all some. But I'm gonna go ahead and start braiding. Like, I don't even feel like clipping my hair. I don't feel like clipping it. Oh my gosh. Like, I don't know. It's gonna take forever. Because before I do my style, I have to retwist my hair. And that's just what it is. I have to retwist my hair. I cannot do my style without retwisting my hair first. You can't just jump into a style. You have to lock your hair, you have to retwist, and then you have to do your protective style after you retwist it. So I said locks is a process, and when you are very anxious, if you're a very anxious person, guess what? If you get locks, it's going to teach you. You got to humble yourself and you got to be patient. Because if you don't, you're going to damage your hair, you're going to damage yourself, you're going to hurt yourself. Just treat your hair as yourself. You're going to hurt yourself if you do too much. If you allow your feelings to determine everything that you do, you're going to be bald-headed. You're going to be in pain. You're going to be wounded. And you're going to be hurt. So it's like, locks teaches you to take care of yourself and humble yourself and have patience. So a lot of my patience came from his locks and my locks. He went through three freaking heads of locks. The first locks, what happened to the first ones, I let everybody else determine what I was going to do. So I let them get into my ear, and they was like, oh yeah, you should cut them off. I wound up cutting them off because I let them get in my head. The second set of locks, I was fearful and I was anxious because I seen them thin, and I kept seeing everybody else with bald spots in their locks, and I seen how thin they locks was, and I didn't want his to be like that. And the more they fell out, the more I was just like, I give up, and I gave up on his second set. The third set, I learned to keep people out my ear, not to listen to nobody. The second set, I learned that it's a process. You lose some and you win some, and that's with his second set of locks that I wanted to, and then this is the third set. So this is on the foundation of you win some, you lose some, and don't listen to nobody. Do what you want to do, and believe in yourself. Because if you believe in yourself and you believe in what you got to do, that can easily fall. Just like his locks fell because I started the faith in myself and believing in myself it started to diminish. So because it diminished, I lost that faith. Then his foundation wasn't strong enough for his locks to keep holding on. So that's what I learned, and boom, here we are. I'm more proud of his locks than mine because I'm still learning with mine. It's like mine is the excess, all that space, and his is the foundation. Like his is strong, and I admire my son's locks. Mine's just like extra. I don't know. I don't know what mine is. But anyways, let's get to it. Alright, so we about to go ahead and start twisting these up. I don't want to use this no more. I don't want to use it no more. Alright, so this is what I usually use. And I'm getting tired of this product. I never thought I'd get tired of this product, but I'm tired of this product. When I have loose ones, because you're going to have some new growth. So in the midst of that new growth, you're going to have like a lot of new growth around the edges. You just go ahead and do what you did when you first started your dreads. So you go ahead and just twist like I did my coils. When I first started, I had coils. You just go ahead and twist. And just know, once this new, you have to catch the new growth when it's just growing. Because if you catch it late like this, it's going to lock up here. And all of this is going to be loose, like butterfly wax. So yeah. One thing I've learned is that fear is not outside of you. It's inside of you. Fear is just like a blood cell or any cell in your body. Once it's triggered, it's like a trigger inside of your body. Fear is not just something, it's not an illusion. Fear is real. It's just as real as you. Fear is a sense of anxiety. Panic mode. You go into panic mode. But what's blocking fear is the question. And when I say that, I mean, you can be wanting to do something, but something in your spirit, something, I feel like it's more so of an outward force telling you no, but then something in your spirit is telling you go. So it's just like in the midst of that, there's fear. And how do you face that fear? Of just doing what is preventing you not to. You have to face it to know the truth. Even if it's a warning or it's a caution sign, like don't do this. You know, if you do this, something gonna happen. You have to face it regardless, because life is a learning experience, and it's a process. If you miss out on one experience, you're missing out on that lesson, and later on you're going to be faced with that lesson all over again. Give my cupcake.
No.
Yes.
No.
That's mine.
No.
So after they come with the bed, I'm going to we're going to the library. Because tomorrow I'm gonna have to work up some type of motivation to get up and get his butt. Transportation for the bus. Obviously it's supposed to be automatic because you know he has school this, that, and the third, but something ain't clicking to where I'm not moving. So yeah, today we got a few things that we gotta do. I feel like library should be the last. I don't know which one to come first. Either the library or I go to the storage and get some pots and pans. I don't know which one. Because both of them I need to do. That's been the question in my life recently, is which one comes first. Which one to do first. I know what to do, I just don't know how to go about it. So let me turn around so y'all can see how I'm doing the back of my head. Look like I ain't did nothing. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna let them clips sit. I can't find my rubber bands. What? Oh, these is holding. Alright, so these ones I still have to do. I'm lazy. I'm not feel like doing this. I know y'all heard that. What the heck? Well, and if you have anxiety, I definitely suggest you get this. You get locks because you have anxiety as well. Because any mental health you're dealing with, including anxiety, y'all need y'all some locks. Y'all need medicine. Y'all need locks. Oh yeah, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, so for the front, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just do that and apply some of that, and I'm gonna just use that instead of this stuff in the front. Okay, so go ahead and twist this like that. I don't even know what I just used, y'all. Like, for real. What did I just use? Because I say one thing and then I do another. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and apply this to that lock. I'm going to go ahead and boom, you know. So that's what I'm going to do to the front. But to the back, I'm going to just keep using this one. And then I'm going to switch up. So I don't use all of this up. I'll switch up to this gel. This is Wonder Lock. I'm going to go ahead and switch this one. And I'm going to get the middle with this one. So my back, I use this. My middle, I use something like this. And then my front, I use this. Because for me, the middle is the hard part locking. It's the hardest part to lock. For my son, the middle is not the hardest part to lock because his is strong in the middle, mine is weak in the middle.
What's your TV?
Where the TV? We gotta go get it. But we don't got Wi-Fi, so ain't no use to getting the TV. Okay, so these ones, like in this tiny little section, you can tell is new growth and hasn't been locked yet. So I'll go ahead and lock those. And like I said, how I lock those, I will go ahead and apply this one. So this is what I started off with. So I'm gonna go ahead and lock those with this one. Like little coils. I guess that's something different I don't do. Like everybody else, they would what you be seeing a whole bunch of loose hairs and they just put those inside. Like I guess they try to connect it with the lock when they get a retwist. They try to connect it, but that don't make sense to me because once it's locked, it's locked. So when you try to add the new growth in with the lock when you do your retwist, it's not going to lock. It's always going to be that loose hair. You're just basically like doing something like edge control. So when it comes to new growth, you have to catch it right where it's at. You have to catch that new growth, lock that new growth, and stop adding it to your original locks. The ones that you already originally locked those. So don't add it to those because it's only temporarily holding. It's not locking in with it. So yeah, just you have to go ahead and lock that new growth. And then that's why, when it comes to locks, your hair is going to be different lengths all over because you're adding, the more hair comes in, you have to keep adding and adding at different lengths. So it can be long and then it can be short and then it can be long and then it can be short. There's no telling when it comes to locks. Okay, so I just grabbed the wrong one. Okay, so that's different. So go ahead and apply this one. This lock it's locked, but the lock isn't tight at the bottom. See how that is? So this is basically all new growth. And then this is where I originally locked it when it was this small. At this length, I locked it. So the rest of this is new growth. So for this one, I'm gonna go ahead and apply this. I was in the sink like, oh my gosh, look how long it got. Like I was at a point where I'm washing my hair and I couldn't even see it. You know how you you can see your hair when you're washing it? I couldn't even see my hair when I was washing it. I'm like, we came so far, So this one isn't locked. This is one of the, you win some, you lose some. So the loss with this one is that it's not going to be locked. It'll lock up here, but the loss is that it's going to be loose at the end. So what I do with that one is apply this one. If you're a beginner, the best thing I would tell y'all is when you are just locking your hair, when you go to wash your hair so that this doesn't happen, because like I said, with mine, it took so many different, it was a confusing type of situation, Some you can see as confused and some you see as mature and some you see as immature. It's all a whole bunch of, it's a variety of different methods. But if you're just starting off, when you get your protective style, wash with your protective style. Keep washing with your protective style for at least a whole month. If you wash twice within that month, wash with your protective style. Do that and you will get, it's no question you will get locked in. Once you're locked in, boom, you can start washing. You can go back to your regular wash routine. Keep hearing sounds back there. I think they might be coming soon. Alright, so I'm going in with this one. This one is a mature lock. And it's never consistent, And just a heads up, there's no shortcuts. There's no shortcuts unless you want a shortcut. Literally. Speaking from experience. Because one of the, I heard, I don't know who it was, but recently somebody said they wanted locks, but they're going to do it. They're going to go get installations first. And I told that person, don't do it. There's no shortcutting. When you shortcut, you cut yourself short. I told that person don't do it too, but I don't think she heard me. Because her hair is healthy. Like, she got braids right now. She got French braids. Her hair is very, very healthy. And she wants something different now. And she's talking about she want to do locks. But like I said, with so many people in her life, I told her not to do it. But if she watched this video, I don't know if she watches me. She's big time. So she probably don't. But yeah, I told her not to do it. Hopefully she don't do it because it's going to be a loss. You know, like I said, you got to do it. You know, you got to get to know your hair. Well, obviously she's gotten to know her hair. Because she's been doing good. Like, her hair it was short. It was real short. And now it's French braided. Like, her hair got long. But now she's thinking about locks. But like I said, you're taking a risk. She's thinking about locks, but she said she thinks she's going to go into the installation locks. The thing about that is her hair is long to the point where it's like, let me see. Her hair will be, I can just show you one of my locks. I would say a few inches longer than this, if that. I might be over exaggerating her head, but a few inches longer than that. That's how long her hair is. So if you get lock installation, you're using something like I said, I had it before. So this is what I use. You'll use this and you will be going like this to install that lock inside your lock. So just think, if something goes wrong to where you don't like the human hair is sitting right on your scalp and this and that, you're doing inflammation, all of this stuff can happen. And you're locked in with that installed lock. 9 times out of 10, if it bothers you too much, you're going to have to cut it all off. Another example is you get fake installation, fake synthetic hair. You have a lot of symptoms in the head of allergic reactions and this, that, and the third, and you're locked in with that synthetic lock. What you think is going to happen? So this is the type of stuff you need to think about. What I would recommend is that you go ahead and apply a protective style, like some type of, you can have synthetic hair, real hair, whatever you want to. Use that and do like fox locks or something like that, or braid your hair like I did mine and install those dreadlocks. The crochet locks, go ahead and apply crochet locks. See if you like it, if you can go with it. Boom. But those are that's what I would recommend. Going around here twisting up your hair, this, that, and the third. Like, those are those are the shortcuts. That's the only shortcut you're going to get out of getting dreadlocks is, they're going to the shortcut is you're shortcutting and you're trying to breeze past the short style. But a lot of us who do or who are familiar with short hair, just like the one girl, she's familiar with short hair. So she has short hair, she did all that, so it's not going to bother her when she lock it back up. But at the same time, it will, because just because you got short hair, don't mean it's going to look like how you looking like without the locks, with the locks. You can have short hair and it's all thick and whatnot. As soon as you get locks, it's going to look thin, and you're not going to get what you've been getting. It's not going to give the style you've been getting. You have to adapt, and you have to allow the style to grow onto you. You have to allow the locks to grow onto you, and it's a process. So that's my little advice to her. And I do remember her name. Her name is Zen Within. She's very popular, and she make a lot of good content. So yeah. So I'll just tag her. Well, I'll just mention her in this video. I might. I don't know if I will or not, because it's not fully about her, but she could learn from it. What y'all think? Should I tag her or something? I don't know. Because when I'm talking about somebody, I'm going to tag them in my video so they know I'm talking about you. So a lot of people don't do. Okay, so I'm kind of getting ahead of myself right now. Okay. So I think I'm going to have to stop. And because I only have a few more clips. But when I have to stop, I'll just, so when I do stop, okay. All right, so when I do stop, I just let those clips sit. And then I do my little rubber bands. And then I rubber band up all the stuff, all the ones that I did. And then I go in. Now, the ones that's loose, I go in and go in with those with the clips. So I'm gonna go ahead and use these little bit of clips. The front, not quite to the front. Like I said, in the front, I'm going to use my beeswax stick once we get up there, but we're not up there yet, so I'm going to keep going. What you doing? What you doing? What? Not here. What you doing?
Your hair?
What you doing? What?
You do your hair?
Yeah.
What's it?
Not here. What you doing?
What's it?
Use the bathroom?
No.
I heard you use the bathroom.
What's it? You use the bathroom?
Use the bathroom.
Ouch.
It was a little bad, so Richard seen what he did the other day. He had, what did you have? He had like a little candy or a little toy. He put it right here. He was like, I what you trying to say? A little bad, but
Yeah, Asha.
what you trying to say for real?
Asha, what's it? Ah, it's a case.
It's a case.
Asha, you have a case?
Yeah.
Is that a case?
Mm-hmm.
Get here.
Right,
Get here.
so-
Get here.
Let her. Stop.
Asha, what's it? Asha, what's it?
Alright,
Tangible.
one more clip.
Isha,
What?
what's it?
Mhm.
What's that?
What is it?
Is that grass?
Yeah. That's what I'm doing right now. His grass is sitting right there. So it's sitting up on grass. You sleepy? You over here daydreaming. So I think I'm gonna be able to get it done. You know? What?
You tired?
You tired?
Asha,
You went over there daydreaming? You tired? Okay, so these is the two. Alright, I'm gonna do this one first. And then we're gonna get into the beeswax. I'm gonna just clip this one in with this. Okay, so now we can do our beeswax.
How many kids can I jump over on that ramp? Starting off the 5-year-old.
I got a few over here. And the rest is clipped up. Okay, so we're gonna brush this.
Unusual, like a weird traffic light signal.
I'm gonna go ahead and get into it.
Unusual, like a weird traffic light signal.
Asha,
What?
Unusual, like a weird traffic light signal.
And once you do this, you really don't have to put any more products in your hair at all until the next wash. So try your hardest not to put no products in your hair until the next wash. Because this is enough products to get you through until the next wash. You can't overdo products, because if you overdo products, that's why you're going to be washing your hair earlier than you should. A little bit more than you should.
Type the letters with your keyboard without making too many mistakes. Type the letters with your keyboard without making too many mistakes. In definitions, you will see 4 words and more definitions. Read all the definitions first, and then drag the word that matches each of them. In word search, you must find. Type the letters with your keyboard without making too many mistakes. In definitions, you will see 4 words and more definitions. Read all the definitions.
I don't remember putting out a clip in here.
Type the letters with your keyboard without making too many mistakes. Type the
Asha,
letters with
What?
your keyboard without making too many
What you
mistakes.
doing? I'm gonna do the wrong stuff.
Asha, what's it?
Oh, snap. He was like, back up.
Back up, Usher. Usher, what's it?
Okay, so we got it all done.
You get all done? You done? What? Usher, what's it? I touched it.
So now we wait. So they finally came with his bed. Unfortunately, it wasn't the bunk bed that I was looking to get. He said he was going to get a bunk bed so that when my daughter would come over, she'd have somewhere to sleep. But they said that they don't carry bunk beds and they only carry these single twin beds. But that mattress looked comfortable. It looked expensive. I was like, you know what? I should have got me one. But yeah, he loving it. And that's all that matters. In the meantime, I did see this church sign that's close nearby to where I am. Literally around the corner it says Bible study at 10:30 in the morning. Service is 12 and then they serve lunch. This is Saturday at 11 o'clock on the 11th from September 13th to October 11th. And I think I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go see what it's about. Just something, just a little idea I came across while I was walking around that I may just run with, or I may just chalk it up. We'll see. But that's a long time frame, so there's a lot of Saturdays in between September and October the 11th. So